Hello, welcome back to my channel. It has been a while and a lot of things has changed. I have bought a house, or more like I'm in the process of buying a house, and I thought what better way it is to talk about the changes in my plan of buying a house process and what kind of house did I buy in the end, or what kind of home did I buy in the end. So all in all, I have changed my plans on getting the house, or more like the house type that I want, and also when I want to get it, in total of 5 times. Okay, and that's crazy. I have been wanting to get my own house since some time ago. I mean, that's every Singaporean's dream to own a house, and a lot of us, what we usually do is that we would actually build to order, and then after 5 years we get the house. I'm not going to get a lot into that because this video is not for that. That was my original intention, except for the fact that I have failed to BTO for 5 times. And yeah, since the beginning or end of 2020, I have started to try to build to order. And after 5 times, I have done a video previously talking about this, and I'll link it up here, about those 5 times what have I tried to bid for and how much were each of the places or regions cost. Anyway, this is more about my long-term plan, or more like my current plan, and it has crazily changed. So like what I said, right, build to order, it didn't work out. So then we were looking at freehold, getting a freehold. We were thinking, since houses in Singapore are basically a 99 years leasehold liability from the government, why not we just get a freehold property, even though at a much higher price, but at least we own it under our name and our asset, and it's kind of like a legacy since you can pass it on to your children. We began hunting for 1 to 2 bedder in very small apartments, and also in outside of the town area, and it was just somehow not happening because we didn't have enough cash for the down payment, and this is the most crucial part for the both of us. Since the beginning of 2021, he wants it to be near town region, so we were looking at town area like Queenstown, Tanjong Pagar, Resale HDB, which of course cost a fortune, and besides that, the COV is also crazy. So yeah, just FYI for those of you who are watching, nowadays the HDB is super expensive, like resale HDB especially, with the BTOs being, delayed, and more young couples like me and you and whoever who's watching this, if you fit in the description. Yeah, it's just crazy. So we were looking at Queenstown area, that is around 894 square feet or so. Nice building, nice exterior, it's quite quiet, it's not bad. Walkable from the MRT, I think it was a 6 minutes walk. The cheapest we were looking at last year, and can you believe it, this year is more expensive. They were selling at 830,000 and above. 830,000 for a story 13 unit that we visited, 6 minutes walk from the MRT at 900 square feet. And another one we went up to, I think level 22, also the same square feet but different facing, at 850,000. Okay, for resale HDB. It was just crazy. And then we went to Tanjong Pagar sometime later, a few months later, looking at Pinnacle. On the website, it wrote 899,000 negotiable. When we went to the apartment, there was a lot of people viewing the flat, and the owner is like, oh, actually it's 899,000 onwards. So obviously we don't really have the cash and the money to do this, especially when this year, with the cooling measures kick in, the HDB loan actually decreased from 90% to 85% of the house, which also means that we have to pay 5% more for down payment. you know how much that cost. That's already our third plan. From BTO, we switched to freehold, to switch to resale HDB, and somehow the resale HDB cost the same price as a 1 to 2 bedder of freehold that we were looking at back in the early 2021. So then we went back into the government's money or free money by the big people, and we were balloting for sale of balance for a 3-room flat HDB at Dakota. There's one that caught our eyes that is gonna be built in next year Q1, and it costs around 450,000, and 3-room flat meaning 2 bedder. So it's not cheap. I don't think it's cheap. I think it was 450,000 or 500, I can't remember. But anyway, we decided to ballot for a 3-room flat because then in a way we were thinking like our chance would be higher. But then again, we got a queue number of 88 out of 21. By the way, up till today that I'm doing this video, it's still not our turn to bid yet, which I think there is no more flats left for us. We were on the search of looking for freeholds. We actually went to Geylang, or not like Geylang, we went to Dakota, and they actually have quite a few freeholds. And the freeholds there are actually much more affordable, but at the same time it's also because some banks wouldn't loan you the same amount of money if you were to purchase a flat there because it's near the red light district. So for those of you who are considering cheaper freeholds and you saw some listing there, best if you can consult the agents, because most likely is that the bankers would not lend you that much amount of the money, and you will have to fork out a lot of money in cash. We went to this place where it was selling at 720k, I believe, in which the per square feet is 1.58 to 1.6, and the property price of that area was actually dropping so badly, like so badly. And the agent was telling us that, to be honest, if you can wait 9 years when the pots are shifting over, so on and so forth, this place you'll be making bangs if you're still staying here, especially when it's a freehold property. But we were like, I don't think we can wait for 9 years. And this agent that we contacted, he's actually really nice. Can you imagine that we have went to so many different places with so many seller agents trying to convert us to their buyer agents, and it just didn't work out. But he really took his time to sit with us and listen to our plans and give us some like push. Yeah, basically he gave me a whole other new picture that I have yet to see as a first home buyer. So we engaged in his services. Also, if you are wondering how much did we have to pay for his services, we do not have to pay since we are the buyer agent of a private property. The developers will pay him, or more like his commission will be shared with the seller agent. We were trying to look at area like Happavilla or like RCR region, basically just area where it is more convenient and it's more quiet. To him, convenience is very important. He wanted to stay near the town, but obviously that's way out of our budget, hence he was like, okay, let's just find somewhere where we can walk to the train station. To me, security is very important, and the environment is also very important. To be honest, the place that I'm getting, which I will review later, shortly after I complete this sentence, is not my first choice in the environment. So in the end, our buyer agent actually expanded the search a little bit with our consent, and we managed to get this property on the blue line, and it is quite far, to be honest. It's a few stops away from Hillview, and that's all I can say. Yeah. and I bought it at a price of 775,000 Sing dollars for a one bedder. Of course, I'm going to do like a room tour and house tour and everything, but just so you know, I'm only handing in the option to exercise fee next Thursday, which is around the time that I'll be posting this video. And yeah, I'm like so duper excited for this adventure. It happened like so quickly. The tenants wanted to extend their stay for another 2 years. My buyer agent was telling the seller agent, please don't extend. I have a very potential buyer who is ready to pay, blah 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 blah. Yeah, anyway, good news is they didn't extend and we managed to buy it below the X value. X value is the value where the banks actually value the property at, and if you are buying above the X value, you have to pay the remaining in cash, which is also known as the COV that I've mentioned earlier. Anyway, we have already paid the 1% and we have already went to the bank to get our cashier order. For the stamp duty and the remaining 4%, all these have to be in cash, FYI. I also tried my luck and asked, can I pay the stamp duties with my credit card so I can get some cashback? No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like that. So sad. Why? I will do a separate video once I finish the completion date. Meaning after I finish paying for everything. When I finish paying everything, which is around 10 weeks from now, I believe. Look forward to that. I'll tell you when I pay, how long is the next payment process and what to look out for. Very informative video that I have yet to find on YouTube so far, or maybe the algorithm just don't show up for me. Yeah, so I'm just very excited for this new journey, and oh my god, I have been talking so much. It's already 17 minutes. I'll probably focus on updating my finance video more on this channel, so if you like this kind of content, please keep watching, or if you are just being a busybody, nosy nobody, also please keep watching, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in a few days time. Bye.